What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got something epic for you. We are about finished with our old do-it-yourself turbo build. If you're curious to see if this thing actually goes down the street without any tuning, man, stick around, hit that like and subscribe. Let's get into the shop and finish our last coupler. What's up, YouTube? We have been super busy on Dad's do-it-yourself cheap turbo rebuild in the last several weeks, right? I mean, we got kind of crazy and started making mobile benches so we can like have room for fitment and wrenches and what have you, but pretty sure we are at the point now to where we can finish Dad's car. Got one more charge pipe to do. I got the wastegate, the FMU, the blow-off valve. I got everything hooked up but the one pipe. And then we'll be ready to go out there and make a hit in this. I mean, it's kind of deceiving outside. It's only like 35 degrees, but it feels like it's like 50 or whatever. So I think we might stick around towards the end of the video. I think we might go ahead and make a pass in the car on the street and see how much boost that it actually makes and see if it breaks up or whatever. So, man, we about to get crazy today. So stick around to the end and maybe we'll go for a ride. Let's go. Let's get it done. So the last couple things that we have to actually finish is we're gonna hook up this this odometer boost gauge, and we're just gonna zip tie it to the wiper arm or whatever just to see how much boost we're actually making. And this coupler, what I decided to do was cut the pipe that we needed done. It's gonna come straight off the turbo, and we had to actually turn the pipe, so we cut, and then we're gonna put this coupler on, which makes it kind of nice, because if we're ever actually taking the engine back apart, I don't have to mess with the loop that goes into the intercooler, you know what I mean? So it makes it for a pretty good build. Those guys who have turbo builds know what I'm talking about. You know, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get that thing back. But let's go ahead and get this car up. All right, so I'm pretty much done underneath. I got all the wastegate, everything, all the lines, the FMU hooked up. Got this final coupler in. It's not exactly the best turbo build, but you know, this is all made out of spare parts and shit that I had laying on the shelf. You know, got the, it's 2.5, it should be 3, but it is what it is. We can make something new later, another day, so. Not exactly the best intercooler. I should have went with a bar and plate, but that's okay. We'll see what this does. And I'm ready to go, boys. I'm gonna bring the car back down and put the final clamp on the turbo. I think we're ready to go take it for a ride, or at least take it down the street to see if it breaks up. I gotta hook up the boost gauge, put a little fitting on it, and so I can see how much boost it's actually making if we even get that far. So stay tuned, let's get into it. It's gonna be fun. So after running around, God only knows how many different stores, I guess it was time to at least let the battery charge for a while, but ridiculous. I can't even find an 1/8 inch barb fitting in these stupid stores around here. Just trying to hook up this boost gauge so I can tell what kind of, you know, what kind of boost that we'd be making, you know, maybe put it on the film, but then I got to put some stupid steel iron like fitting on it. So I guess I'm kind of complaining a little bit because I was, you know, I was ready to go put this thing on the street. So let me just go ahead and kind of get this thing hooked up, this little boost gauge hooked up. And I think we're ready to go move this table out of the way and take it outside for its maiden journey, man. Stick around, boys. Woo! It's about to get exciting around here. All right, first things first, we're gonna hook it up and see if the vacuum actually works. But we'll go back through and clean a bunch of this stuff up, you know, once we get it functioning. So let's go start the car. have it. About to get in the car, take it down the road, and see if this actually works. I got to be super careful though, because it's still snowy, but the streets are dry, and there's still some salt or whatever on them, whatever. But that's just what I got to deal with. So let me get this camera mounted, get my camera set up, and let's go for a ride that you've been waiting for. See how this works. Maiden voyage, 35-degree weather. Let's see what happens. Crazy how good the thing runs as a speed density. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. There's just water all over the street where everything is. I should probably. I'm gonna pull over to see, make sure that it's not. We don't got shit on fire. I don't want to burn to the ground. It's probably the headers, I'm sure. It didn't break up. I mean, it broke up about 9 pounds, so I guess that spring was right. So we'll just put a smaller spring in there when we go to the dyno, and then we'll use the grim speed to see how much poundage we could actually make before it breaks up. So who knows what's gonna happen. Stay tuned. Let me get it home, enjoy the ride. That's just too much boost for speed density. You have to take timing out of it is breaking up pretty good. Maybe the FMU just not enough or whatever, so we're gonna take it back to the shop. I mean, we definitely only want to see 6 or 7 pounds, 8 pounds, because that's what the supercharger had in it. She's definitely rowdy though, boy, I'll tell you that. It works. Good little system set up. I mean, do-it-yourself system, so let's get back to the shop here and we'll get it all. All right, YouTube, that's all I got for you today. We went for a ride. It was happy. Obviously, the consensus is it's too much boost for the 19s or whatever. Car's not hot. That gauge actually works pretty well. And we're still sitting at 50 PSI on the old cheap oil gauge. So nonetheless, the car is still pretty happy. Glad I hooked up that boost gauge, and you know, I got out of it once it started kind of breaking up or whatever. But the main thing is, we got it hooked up, you know it works, we'll just go from here, you know what I mean? Guys, if you enjoy me doing stuff like this, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe below. Check out that merch shop for some t-shirts, and do me a favor and click on that join button. Check out check out the join membership. There's perks to being a member. So outside of that, guys, I just appreciate the watch time. I will see you guys soon in the next video. Stay tuned.